This house believes that abortion is a murder. We, the affirmative team, strongly support that abortion is a murder, which an abortion is a procedure to end a pregnancy. It uses medicine or surgery to remove the embryo or fetus and placenta from the uterus. Well, continue to our team split. I'm Rensi Kumala Sari as the first speaker. I will deliver my argument about the abortion is a murder. Our second speaker will be talking to you about the negative impacts on women's health. Our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team case. A child has the right to life since the spirit is born in the womb until the baby born into the world of this world. The right to life is contained in the Child Protection Act number 23 of 2002, which was later renewed by Law number 35 of 2014. This right to life must not be deprived of any reason because it is a gift from God Almighty. In other sense, an abortion is carried out in the process of terminating the life of the fetus before giving an opportunity to grow. The context of the issue of abortion can be mirrored in a case in El Salvador in the 1919 and 90 that equated abortion with murder, where many women were sentenced to decades of imprisonment due to abortion. The deep question on this issue is the sound of the article, which uses the phrase "turn up the womb." The use of the sentence shows that the fetus in the womb is essentially referred to as a living creature. Therefore, he or she has the right to life and guard he or her life. In a religious perspective, 40 days is an assumption that it has entered the early phase of life in a baby. Thus, it can be categorized if an abortion is performed after 40 days of pregnancy, categorized as a murder of a prospective human being. Thank you.
We are from opposite team. We are strongly disagree that this host believe abortion is a murder. I'm Hesty Nandya Anggraini. As the first speaker, I will refuse the affirmative seat from the first speaker, Rensi Kumala Sari. Okay, the affirmative said, abortion is an end pregnancy with medicine or surgery to remove the embryo or fetus and placenta from uterus. But, referring the Minister of Health Regulation number 3 of 2016, abortion is an effort to remove the conception results in the uterus before the fetus can live outside the womb. That is, acts of abortion cannot classify a murder. In another reason is that before having an abortion, mother must have a requirements. Requirements for abortion have also been stipulated in Article 75, number 2 of the Health Act. Abortion can be done if pregnancy is not yet 6 weeks, and there is the consent of pregnant woman in question and the husband permission, except for the case rape victim, along with skilled personnel and adequate facilities that have met the condition set by the minister. Besides that, what is the killing? Killing is an act to kill human and only applies to human killing, and the fetus is considered unable to be a subject murder. Okay, and in certain cases, having an intentional abortion is permissible for several reasons. In Article 75, Paragraph 2, the Health Act states that if an abortion is permitted if it is a condition, indication of medical emergencies detected from an early age from age of pregnancy, both those that threaten the life, the mother and or the fetus, who suffer from several genetic diseases and or congenital defects, or which cannot be repaired, making it difficult for the baby to live outside the womb, or pregnancy due to rape can cause psychological trauma for rape victims, and can be done after counseling after the action taken. Based on provision, abortion can be legally justified if it is done with medical consideration. In this case, the doctor or health worker has the right to hand abortion by using consideration to save the pregnant woman or fetus. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We, the Affirmative team, believe that an abortion is a murder. As the second speaker of Affirmative team, I would like to review the first opposition. The first of the negative team has tried to tell you if an abortion is not a murder. However, based on data from a joint study of the World Health Organization (WHO) and the Gut Measure Institute, 1 in 4 pregnancies in the world each year ends with an abortion. Abortion rates in Indonesia itself are still fairly high. Cause of abortion that has many women and babies are die. The Media Alliance Pew Research Survey 2014 shows that 89% of Indonesia's population cannot accept abortion. This is not only supported by legal force, but culturally, the average Indonesian person also considers abortion a cruel practice and should be avoided. And then there are many negative impacts for women's health, such as the first is cervical damage. This happens because the cervix is turned due to the use of abortion, and secondly, infection, the use of medical equipment that is not sterile and then inserted in the uterus can cause infection. Thirdly, heavy bleeding. This is a risk that is often experienced by women who have abortions. Bleeding occurs because the cervix is torn and wide open. Fourth, cancer risk. Because a torn and damaged cervix can increase the risk of cervical cancer. There are also other cancer risks such as breast, ovarian, and liver cancer. And the last is death. Running out of blood due to bleeding and infection can make the mother die. Thank you.
Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen. I'm from the second speaker. I will oppose the affirmative side. Okay, in fact, some medical require a woman to have an abortion with a medical reason that are life-threatening, such as health problem like a post-risk to pregnant woman. Cheating the Mayo Clinic health site, pregnancy will suppress the heart and circulatory system. In higher rates, a heart problem in pregnant woman can cause death. In addition to heart disease, it also highlights in condition of seizures or eclampsia experienced by pregnant women. Eclampsia can have an impact on the rupture of blood vessel to cause bleeding in the brain. So this pregnancy must be stopped immediately. About 10% of pregnant women in the world are said they have a hypertension or high blood pressure. In addition, abortion can also be done based condition of abnormalities or severe defects in fetus. Even if born, the baby will not be able to live. For other reasons, such as abortion can be done by women rape victims who do not want their pregnancy. Ladies and gentlemen, it means that abortion also has a good impact if it is done, such as saving the mother from the danger if they continues the process of pregnancy. Some opinion that the prohibition of abortion is not protect women, but instead result in the death of many unsafe abortion women. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We, the Affirmative team, believe that an abortion is a murder. As the third speaker of Affirmative team, I have 2 points that I found to rebut the opposition team. The first speaker of the Affirmative team said if an abortion is not a murder, with statement abortion is an effort to remove the conception results in the uterus can live outside the womb. That is, acts of abortion cannot be classified as a murder. However, religious experts consider that whatever the reason, abortion is an act that is against their religions because it is a means of killing the fetus with murder. Although some have argued that fetal life has not existed before 90 days. Crime of abortion based on the criminal code. We need to explain that in the criminal code, KUHP, there are provisions that prohibit the act of abortion as stipulated in Article 346, the criminal code, which states, a woman who deliberately aborts or turns off her womb or orders someone else to do so face up to 4 years in prison. In this case, the criminal code has a rule that is lex generalis explicitly states that the act of abortion is something that is prohibited, so that it can be snared with Article 346 of the criminal case. And then the second speaker of the negative team, they said if an abortion gives positive impact for a woman's health. Nevertheless, abortion under the provisions of Article 346 of the Criminal Code, and then in the provisions of Article 75, Paragraph 1 of Law Number 36, year 2009 on health expressly prohibits acts of abortion, which states as follows: everyone is prohibited from having an abortion, which means this rule is for the goodness for women. Why? Because except abortion gives negative impacts, abortion also has psychological effects based on the psychological experts such as feeling of guilt and sin, depression, trauma, suicide, deep regret, and no pride. One of the goals of the establishment of the Republic Indonesia is to protect all the Indonesian people and all of Indonesians' blood and to promote prosperity general, as stated in paragraph 4 of the preamble of the 1019 and 40 Constitution. Protection provided by the state that is to the whole nation and spilled blood Indonesia. It can be said that protection is not only given to people in general, but also the child in the womb. Thus, the child inside the content is entitled to get protection from the state guaranteed by the Constitution. Protection of children in the womb is even clearer with the statement in paragraph 4 of the preamble that the Indonesian state is based on Pancasila. The first precepts, Godhead, and the second precepts, just and humanity civilized, reinforcing the existence of constitutional protection for children who are still present in the womb, which obtains life from God the Creator, and therefore humans by nature are obligated to protect, nurture, raise, and maintain its survival. Thank you.
Okay, hello ladies and gentlemen, we are from opposite team. We are strongly disagree that this house believe abortion is a murder. I'm from the third speaker. I will summarize our best argument for disagreeing to the motion. Okay, I have some point. The first point, I will rebuttal the affirmative said about abortion is a murder. Based on the provisions of Article 15, Paragraph 2, Number 23 of 1992, medical treatment, abortion, and effort to save the life of a woman pregnant and their fetus, and can be carried out by health workers who have expertise and authority to do so, and are carried out in accordance with professional responsibilities and expert team consideration. Abortion can be done with consent of the pregnant woman concerned or her husband or family. This means that if the procedure has been fulfilled, then the abortion is legal or can be justified and protected by law. In other words, a medical verdict by a health worker and woman reproductive right is a not crime or a crime. The UUK Amendment Bill implicitly allowed the practice of safe abortion. The accordance with professional quality and responsibility standard. The presence of the UUK Amendment Bill will bring major change to the regulation on abortion. The UUK, which originally only allowed abortion to save the life of mothers, after being amended, would allow abortion to save women who experience unwanted pregnancies. Okay, the second point is a positive impact from abortion. The third speaker from affirmative that more negative effect from abortion. Thus, negative impacts occur because the abortion system is not according to the rules and does not comply with abortion requirement in Article 75, Paragraph 2. We should fight for safe abortion for a woman and create a safe abortion facility so that no more women must die in vain because they come to place where abortion is not feasible. Because we cannot deny that abortion with a good and correct handling is very useful for the people in Indonesia. Based on the descriptive above, it can be concluded that the regulation of abortion is not possible or should be applicable in Indonesia, is that the provision governing abortion should only be done because of medical indication on the mother and child. So that abortion only be done in an effort to save of mothers and fetus threatened with death. So abortion is not exactly act of the murder. It follows the conditions that have been met by the health law. Thank you so much.